Yeah, good question. But again, this has been happening for some time now. It's not new at all, right?
It's not because of COVID, right?
No, not at all. Not at all, right? Of course, COVID would have, accentuated all of this, but it's not because of COVID. I think the relationship between employees, between people and their jobs has changed so much over the years. Back in the day, say 15, 20 years back, what seemed like a stable career, right? Now your job is, even if you're not getting into a contractual engagement like this, a so-called stable job is only as stable as your notice period, right? If you think about it, right? There's no lock-in anyways, even your regular employment. Now, as opposed that to being a bit more honest and open about it, and then also throw in the fact that we're talking only about seniors here, not the juniors or people who are like less than 5. These are not your average lot, especially, right? People who are maybe in the top 3, 4, 5 percentile of their industry, right? So yes, such people would love to not work as employees of anyone, right? But certainly want to contract as, equal individuals. So it's pretty much, more than working for you, it's more like I'm going to work with you on a contract, and I get paid a fair compensation for my services. And there is a transparency. So the level of respect that you get when you engage like this is way more when compared to the other option, which is work in a very opaque environment where you do not even know what the end client is paying for your services, right? Because what you get is like a fixed low salary. And then one fine day you get shocked when you actually realize that what the client is actually paying is maybe 3 times of what your salary would be. People are just much more aware now, right? And also the fact that companies like Workfall exist, which make all that engagement so much more easier. It's not that people did not know this, say, 10 years back. But 10 years back, you didn't have, people were just not so conducive, or maybe they thought it's like a too big a risk to directly work with a Silicon Valley client sitting in India. But now they've got avenues like Workfall.
Did you personally, as a coder, have this rock star dream of, I want to be in, Microsoft or Google, or I want to be in Silicon Valley? What was it for you?
I think every coder has that dream, right? No doubt. Even today, if you ask, say, majority of coders would love to work in any of these big tech companies, right? And that's always there. Obviously, not even 1% of them actually going to get through. What next? The next cool thing is to work in startups.
Interesting that you brought that up. Why is it like the next cool thing to work in a startup?